Continuing our sports series, today's date is 1877, when the Wimbledon tennis competition began. Modern tennis is derived from real tennis, which is derived from an old French game that started in the 12th century called jeu de paume, or game of the palm, where people would hit a ball with their hand. The game started to be called tennis in the 16th century, and the name came from a French word tenise, which means hold, which is a notice that a serve is going to be made. It was also played indoors and was called real tennis, the sport of kings. Speaking of kings, I just need to make a brief tangent and mention that in 1437 at Perth, James I of Scotland was caught and assassinated. He had intended to escape down a drain, however, the drain was blocked by tennis balls from an earlier game. I just mention that because I find it hilarious. Anyway, back to the slightly more important history. The first book about tennis was called Trattato del Guccio della Palla, which was written by Antonio Scanio de Salofe. As tennis progressed through the royalty of Europe, more kings died due to it, with Louis X and Charles VIII of France being killed in tennis-related injuries. Real tennis came to Britain with King Henry V, and Henry VIII built a court at Hampton Court. In keeping with the tradition of tennis being dangerous for royalty, Anne Boleyn was arrested at a tennis court and then later, of course, executed. The game continued to progress and change as new racket technology turned the game from a hand sport to a racket sport. In 1872, Harry Gem and Augurio Pera founded the first modern tennis club in Leamington Spa, and the phrase lawn tennis was first used. In 1873, Walter Clopton Wingfield designed and patented a game similar to tennis, and historians mostly agree that Wingfield deserved much of the credit for developing modern tennis and making it accessible and widespread through his patented rules. In 1874, tennis came to the USA via New York. Also in 1874, the All England Croquet Club was founded close to Wimbledon, which is a suburb of London. They later adopted lawn tennis in 1875 at the suggestion of Henry Jones, a sports journalist. The club committee decided to organise a lawn tennis championship for amateurs on the 9th of July 1877. This was the first official lawn tennis tournament. Spencer Gore, who was actually a cricketer, won the tournament. The lawns were arranged so that the middle court had others around it, hence the term centre court. In 1884, the ladies' singles competition was added. In 1924, the first black player to compete at Wimbledon was Bertrand Milburn Clark, who was from Jamaica. Today, the championship is considered the premier tennis championship. Rule changes during the tournament codified lawn tennis for other tournaments like the French and US Open. Today, lawn tennis, as it is known, which Wimbledon helped cement as an international sport, is played all over the world by about 1 billion people. To remember this date, let's take a tennis court and some players. Whoever is serving whacks the ball, and unfortunately it hits the net and the ball drops to the ground. A ball person runs in but trips and gets caught up in the net. In runs another person and they too get tangled. In run more people and they fall over or continue to get tangled in the net, but their bodies, as they are just trapped there basically, spell out today's date. 1877, the first Wimbledon tournament is held. Thanks for watching.